Live a dog. What are they feeding you? Live a dog is not a real dog. Live a dog. At least he has a liver.
And here, that is they were all, of course, as the doing it is that it that when enough do you plan I disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be quite capable of paying the price anyway. Applying this rule always requires speculation to some degree. It requires us to ask what another person would want if they found themselves in another situation. Not if we're wise enough to know the mind of man. Supposing you're right, then my lord, then you... Do you really think... How dare...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
fellow traveler from a faraway land.
I'll take care of it. Just go and hide, but not in the empty shrine.
Wait, how did you know I was headed in there?
No time to explain. Go!
All right, I'll be in my bakery.
Come and join me by the fire. Well, oh.
Curse you, cultist.
That's a
What? I'm just thinking of how I'm gonna tell their father. Thanks. All right.
Whatever are you...
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm. Magistrate's orders.
What now?
I have a message from Malleolus.
Yeah? Who's it from?
The Emperor. He knows Malleolus's real name is Quinctius, thanks to Claudia, and demands he withdraw from the election and release Ulpius and Iulia immediately.
Are you out of your mind, farm boy?
Domitius, that's enough.
What? You're not going to listen to this dolt, are you?
Galerius, all right, I'll withdraw, and Ulpius and Julia are free. I trust our business is concluded.
Yes, that ought to do it. I guess I'll go and tell Ulpius the good news then.
Citizen.
Good news, Ulpius. Malleolus has agreed to release you and Iulia from your debts.
What? Are you messing with me?
I wouldn't do that. You're both free.
We're free. We're free. Thank you. It seems fortune smiles on us after all. I'd better go and pay a visit to Iulia immediately.
That lamp. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Iulia! I'm so glad you didn't go through with it.
It wasn't for lack of trying. And now Malleolus is going to... Wait.
never have to set foot in that villa again.
What? How?
Galerius arranged it somehow.
Really? That's incredible. Oh, what a relief. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just rest up, get your strength back. His brightness was like the light. Rays flashed from his hand, and there he veiled his power.
As you wish, sir. Priestess, Malleolus has decided to withdraw from the election.
Oh, well, that's surprising. But thank you for telling me. I'll let everyone know. From today's election. Unless any new challengers are nominated by nightfall, Sentius will be re-elected magistrate by default.
Actually, I'd like to nominate myself, if that's all right.
Of course, Galerius. That's your right. Citizens, the election will proceed.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Just then I
I do, and this is, but... You would...
Oh. Hi there. Well, know who... Oh, to that lady in the fort? I'm fairly certain you... Fortune. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, and then, one day, just as Galerius, an oracle appeared, saving the life of a dying woman, preventing the suicide of a man in debt bondage, freeing a falsely accused prisoner, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience, and the doors... Nobody knows what, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of... And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse? What? Anyway, I think... You go on.
You're back!
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You... That... I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you.
And you...
Hey! I read your book, and after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. Why don't you head on down?
It's you.
You're finally here. Remember me? It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Karen appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wanted to say... Oh. I know.
Oh, hello.
You're here. It's lovely to finally meet. So, you're the hero. I'm just Oh, it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely.
Hello. Galerius said you're...
You're the Oracle, right? Oh, of course, sorry. And I never got a chance to thank you for telling Galerius how to save my life. And of course, getting me and all of us out of a terrible situation. Oh, I barely recognize myself. I'm living in a house share in London with my wonderful girlfriend. And I'm studying English at university. Eventually, I want to travel the world and write about it. Turns out, It's about 30 times bigger than the Roman Empire ever was. Did you know there are entire continents Rome never knew existed? And you can travel almost anywhere in an aircraft, which is rather like flying on a Pegasus, but much more comfortable. Oh, sorry, you already know all that, of course. I'm just so excited. There's so much to see and learn and write about. I have noticed people from your time have no idea how fortunate they are. I hope to change that. One day. Last I heard, Malleolus kept insisting he was the last rightful ruler of the Roman Empire, and wound up being committed to a psychiatric hospital. As for Claudia, she was always so viciously unhappy. Someone said she'd blown all her money on wine, trying to drink herself back to the underworld. After the horrific way they treated Ulpius and me, I can't help feeling a sense of... what's that German word? Schadenfreude? I couldn't agree more. Ugh, someone told me she was boasting about getting her claws into some rich prince, and how she was going to be living the high life from now on. Even in your time, life still isn't fair. Apparently he'd proposed before they'd even met, and last I heard she'd bought herself a first-class one-way ticket to join him in some exotic place called... what was it? Nigeria? Some people have all the luck. Really? Huh. I feel better already. Thank you. You too! If you're ever in London, let me know. We can go to bars and drink wine and listen to the stories of the 9 million people who live there. I hope so.
Long time no see. Lucy is fine. And if though, speaking of which, I wanted to say thank you in person. You?
Hey. It's good to see. I understand we have you to thank for giving it. I'm living up north and studying. Ah, you remember? He's not my... Oh, he had more trouble adapting. He got himself Yeah.
Hi there. Actually, I'm Jinyu, but he's still... Any of... You...
Greetings, my friend. It is a sincere pleasure. I am told we have you to thank. You...
Hello. You're the one we've been waiting for. I'm Fabia. I wanted to say thanks for sending Galerius to save my life. I don't know how you knew, but I would have been crushed by that shrine for sure. I'm just so happy to be here with... Well...
And... Oh, I hope so. My...
Oh, hello. It's lovely to meet you. I've heard so much about you. I'm thankful that you're here, but and you. Oh, and... Wonderful.
Good evening. We meet again. Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. I'm recovering. I'm already up.
Some soiree, innit? Ah, hello at last. Cool.
Hello there. Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name. You didn't. Thanks.
It's nice to finally put a face to the name. I'm Ulpius. I understand I have you to thank for sending Galerius to save my life. The way you just showed up out of the blue and stopped me from making a terrible mistake. I'll be forever in your debt. I'm living with Gabriella in Umbria. We finally bought the little vineyard we always dreamed of. It'll be a little while before we know what we're doing, but every day I look at her and this extraordinary new world with all its beauty, and I think, what if I'd given up hope and missed out on all of this? So we're living each day to the fullest. And we end them all the same way, sitting together on our terrace with a glass of our wine, which the locals say is almost drinkable now, and watching the sunset over the rolling hillside. And I couldn't be happier. Thank you. I wouldn't be here without you. You too.
Nice to meet you. I go by Rufus now. New start, new name. Oh, and thanks, by the way, for what you did. Sorry, I'm no good with the mushy stuff. I live with Virgil in Rotterdam, not far from where he grew up. It's very modern. Destroyed in the war, and it rebuilt itself. Good place for a fresh start. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with my life yet. One adjustment at a time. You too. Look us up next time you're in the Netherlands. We're grateful.
It's so nice to... I wanted to thank you personally, and for helping Rufus come to terms with himself. He may come off a little gruff, but once you get past that, he's a lovely fellow. I'm studying to be an architect again, and living with Rufus in our beautiful flat in Rotterdam. Of course, it's improved immensely since you natives of the You too, as if you're ever in the...
And you? Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend. Of all the heroes who ever journeyed to the underworld and returned, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
What? No! You can't just leave me here! How can you be so heartless? It's no use. You'll never persuade. You'll make.
Be careful who you trust.
We're fine. Is that... Me? What are you talking about? You know, you remind me of him. Al Worth. The fellow who came through the portal before you. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one room to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. The next time, 8 mo, and yet because there's no escape. So you Why? Isn't it obvious? And why would I? Oh, you and your pathetic morality. Nobody cares about your opinions or what happens, where you're from. Least of all, me. Understand that to me, you've never been anything more than a useful... The only way you're getting this key
is over my dead body. And if I die, I won't be able to open the portal for you again, meaning you'll have created a paradox. You see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time. So that means if I die, you'll be flung back to your original time. I certainly... We both know you're not that stupid, so go on. But believe... Now, get out of... Don't be so foolish. If you kill me, we all die. And if I die... You see, it was that me. Now...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh. Hi there. Give me... Well... Funny you I was just reading an old tablet I found. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone had murdered a local magistrate, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said that the voice of a furious god rang out, and the ground apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain. So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago, I guess, to let me die all over again. You saw the tablet. I spent a lifetime searching for a way out, and never found one. I can't see how I could possibly find one now, so seems like we're both gonna die here. How can you say that? You murdered a man in cold blood, and now there's a city full of dead people. And it's only a matter of time before we join them. I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata unius, multis dolabant. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
You! Behind me. The only... I don't... There's no... What? I hate you. I spit.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
We must get to the...
What? That's a big ask. But something tells me I doubt I'll be able to gather more.
You. We what? How did you know? Wait, did you hear that? He's here. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going. And I bet so. You discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? What? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely. To cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? Of course, by reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust. Do you read? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. The others should be right behind us. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fray. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Funny you should. You described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It's said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, Scintilla and a handful of other citizens managed to escape, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light. What? You're... So you're saying... I guess... maybe we can escape through the same aqua... You go on.
You're back? Oh.
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can that I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe... There was a supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of... well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was... Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but Octavia, Lucretia, Horatius, Equitia and I will never forget you, or what you did for us. It pains us that so many of our dear friends were not so fortunate, including Ulpius and Galerius, who heroically tried to rescue Dooley, but never made it back. But there is no point dwelling on what might have been. All we can do is take this gift you've given us, and try to show others the same compassion you showed us. We promise you that saving our lives was not for nothing. Scintilla et al.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. You two look exhausted. And
Live a dog, live a dog. What are they feeding you? Live a dog is not a real dog. Live a dog, at least he has a liver.